Hi dear friends, I am Srinivas Ayyagari in front of you once again. My topic of deliverance today is India's foreign policy then, now and beyond. Friends, you all must be aware. After the World War II got ended somewhere in 1945, the world got polarized between two major powers. One is the Eastern Bloc, that is what we used to call as the Warsaw Bloc, led by the then USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. And the other one is NATO country, NATO nations, under the NATO Pact, that is called the Western Bloc, headed by United States of America. And the subsequent period, right from the end of the Second World War, you can term it as a Cold War between the Eastern Bloc and the Western Bloc. Proxy wars were taken place. You can see once it happened in Afghanistan, Russian invasion of Afghanistan in 1980s, Iran, Iraq, Libya, Egypt, Syria, so many areas. There is no direct confrontation, but like a proxy war. And Indian policy was mostly of a non-aligned country. Russia, Union of Soviet Socialist Russia got disintegrated under when Mikhail Gorbachev was the president of USSR because of the policies like glasnost and perestroika, a change, glasnost, openness in Russian language, brought that which has resulted in integration of all the countries, major countries like Germany has become unified, West Germany and East Germany got united, Berlin Wall got dismantled. USSR, such a big country, nation of 15 republics, got disintegrated into 15 different nations. Yugoslavia got disintegrated. Czechoslovakia got disintegrated. So many changes have happened. And after that, the bipolar world which was existing between Russia and America got ended, started the period of the leadership of America, which started the dynasty of a unipolar world. India, as it is, I have told you, a non-aligned country, not particularly siding openly with anybody, even though mostly our policies were inclined towards Russia because they were the major suppliers for most of our defense equipment. And of late, after Modi government came into the picture, the policy shift has come. A significant policy shift has come from Russia to America, and strategic bonds have been established under different pacts, security guarantees, which involved the countries like your UK, your Germany, France, and our big brother, United States of America. The world economically has become a small global village because of the revolution of the information technology, and the world, particularly the Western countries, found the Indian market a very vast country having a consumer base of around 130 crores of people, still yet to experience the real market magic, which has opened the Pandora of opportunities for the Western countries to open their shops in the country. So many areas were liberated, right from banking, finance. Everywhere the foreign investment was invited. Institutional investment was taken without any obstacles. Single window concept was opened to attract the foreign direct investment. This has made India very closer to the Western Bloc. And the other way, now I can say the unipolar world has come, and India started deviating from the non-aligned movements, and China started developing in its own way, opening their economy to subject to certain own limitations, taking the foreign investment from the capitalist countries, and it started growing enormously when compared to most of the other nations. This is the history. And now the situation started changing right from the month February and March of 2022, when Soviet Russia started invading Ukraine. Ukraine is previously one of part of the USSR and of the 15 republics, and this invasion has made a very big challenge to the other democratic nations around the world. So what is the policy of our country during the Ukraine war? And fortunately, our country, as I have been telling to you number of my videos, country is safely in the hands of the most able leadership of our dynamic Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and his ablest assistant in the form of Subramanian Jaishankar, who is our present foreign minister. He was a seasoned diplomat for 4 decades before joining the political arena, and he has taken the mantle of safeguarding the interest of our vast nation. So India has not openly criticized the invasion of Russia into Ukraine, but it always advised that all the international conflicts should be resolved basing on the talks and the diplomatic way. So this has brought so much of annoyance with the Western bloc, and they started criticizing India in an indirect way, and the way Subramanian, our foreign external affairs minister, started giving the responses to the American audience and Western audiences really dazzled the print and the social media across the globe. India has started its own policy, Look East policy, where that is Indo-Pacific area consisting of the east of our nation, that is starting from your Bhutan, your Myanmar, Singapore, Hong Kong, your Thailand, your Philippines, Taiwan, all those countries put together, that is a feel-good factor for the Look East policy, and we started befriending those countries because those countries were under the problem with our northernmost neighbor, that is China, because they have got some issues under the South China Sea. Like that, we have got befriended with the Indian Ocean friends too, like your Madagascar, your Maldives, your Seychelles, all those countries. Then we have got also the best friendship with the Israel as well as your African countries like Muslim nations, Gulf nations like your Saudi Arabia and your Qatar and particularly Dubai and also Iran. So the situation in the world across the globe is really very, very volatile. Nobody is able to predict what is going to happen tomorrow, because people have forgotten the loss and the disaster left by the COVID. Now the juggernaut is hunting the humanity in the form of the Ukraine-Russia invasion, and now country, I can say that it is safely under the leadership of our Prime Minister, particularly our External Affairs Minister, Mr. Jaishankar. The importance of India across the globe can be gauged just seeing in one way. You see how many foreign dignitaries are now visiting the country. There are virtual summits between India and America, India and Ukraine, India and Russia, India and Australia. We have got a quad, 4 nations consisting of Japan, your America, India and Australia. The threat is very near to us. I don't want to name, everybody must be knowing. Our borders are very volatile, particularly our western borders and northern borders are very volatile, and the country is taking so much of safeguard. Our armed forces are being modernized. Foreign policy is being tuned to safeguard our own interest. We have taken the right balance between the various nations, and in the coming days I am sure India is going to be one of the superpowers in the world. I end my topic with a quote given by our Honorable External Affairs Minister Jaishankar. This is a time for us to engage America, manage China, cultivate Europe, reassure Russia, bring Japan into play, draw neighborhood in, extend the neighborhood and expand traditional consciences and support. So this is about our foreign policy. Time is very limited. In my next video I try to do the justice. Bharat Mata ki Jai. I love my country. For me, country always comes first. Let us